6:33 a.m. morning. Morning. I woke up and started thinking about. I had this random dream. It doesn't really matter. When I woke up, I started thinking about. Uh, it's actually called Plato's Cave, but it's an allegory. It's Socrates' allegory of the cave. It's the philosophers back then. Uh, the Greeks, they were Greek, but they were philosophers, some of them, and if you have to take philosophy, but took philosophy, they had these writings that would talk about it, but um, I always call this Socrates' Cave. That's what it was, but it's presented by Plato, and it was called. In the book I read it, I had it in high school, I think. I'm reading it right now on Wikipedia. It's called the Republic. Now, the cave, and just I Wikipedia'd it, right, and it talks about prisoners and in a dark cave, and they see shadows. The shadows are their reality. It's basically their senses, and they give their names. I mean, it's an allegory, but how many people of us people out there? Yeah, we have some sense. Actually, right now that I think about it, people in reality in this world, uh, I don't know how it was back then. They don't even trust their own senses. The simple senses. Like I'm not talking about just putting a chain on the back of your neck, but simple things about doing logical things. Um, see, I even wrote a little poem of a writing on old poetry, but you know, the cave to me represented, and let me just explain it a little further here. Socrates talks about how he wants to get out of the cave. There were prisoners actually, but he wanted to get out of the cave and find other truths like natural science, mathematics, geometry, and deductive logic, and the theory of forms. It's about destroying ignorance, unawareness, and not just stupidity, because you can know, your intelligence level is your intelligence level, whether you raise it or not, right? But it's awareness. I mean, if you open your mind to other things, not just math, science, geometry. I mean, logic is another thing. Through those things, if you open your mind to it, you could better the world. Even your own world. It's important. It's what creates progress in this place. I mean, and you could go about it in different ways. I'm not gonna get to the point that people just don't have no simple senses like feel and touch and just common sense, because that's true as well. Uh, this is one of the things I've been arguing about, or at least trying to point out, right? But I really like this. I called it a verse or a writing, but by Plato, Socrates' Cave or something like that. Um, it's just imagine in a metaphor, allegoric kind of way. People are just in their caves, their mentality. Some people are in mental jail. They're being oppressed, suppressed. They're being stagnant. But there's a lot of people that just are in their cave, and they're in the dark. You know, in the dark, and they don't open their minds to things. They don't want to have any kind of discussion or intelligent conversation, and not even like very intelligent posh conversation, but simple things, how to make this world better, or just what's going on in the world. Very very simple things. Let alone just study and make progress for themselves. Uh, that's what it was about. At least for me. And you know, ironically, like I didn't get too many hits on that when I wrote about it. I rewrote it to my liking, um, my thing was just, try to get people out of their cave, you know, whoever wants to come out. I think I remember reading this, and one person went down there, and their eyes were hurting, including his, the one that was the main guy, but he made it out of that cave, and the rest, it was just, they were so into their lives, they couldn't even get out. They were too scared of the light to come out of the cave. Imagine all you live your life, you live in the darkness. Finally you see the light, and you're gonna be angry, frustrated. Who knows? Maybe they would have thrown stones because it was just, the light was scary. It's that when you open somebody's mind to something, I've seen that in people's faces. Either they hate you, they fear it, or they don't want to talk about it. Like they're scared of that. They're scared of the light. They're scared of the truth. And the light, uh, as far as through history, right? And as a metaphor, it's the truth. You need sunlight for growth, plant growth, but also, we as beings, we can't just live in the night. I mean, unless you're just a nocturnal being vampire, which is, pretty disturbing because some people make it through. But I'm not getting into that. Just there's people that are like that. They want to be in that cave. They want to be in the darkness. They don't want to see the light. You know, they don't want to have just knowledge, information, progress. You know, uh, decency and all that. Spirituality, none of that. They don't want that. They don't care for that. They want to be in that cave. You know. The irony is, if I speak about the cave, how many people want to talk about it? Or just be like, I don't care. I never read it. I never took philosophy. What are you talking about, right? Yeah. So what is your purpose then? You gonna take philosophy? I'm talking about it now. And maybe I don't know verse for verse or this and that. I don't know, all the points, but we can have a conversation about that, right? How society is just stuck underground. Prisoners or not, they're prisoners in their own mind. Prisoners of just negativity, hatred, ignorance, and for lack of a better word, low level intelligence, very very bottom feeder stupidity. You know, that's how a lot of people are. And yeah, there are people that are just have some money. Maybe they have this, and that, but it's about something else. It's just about something else. Having a mind, an open mind, also that tries to pick up knowledge and learn and move forward. Because a lot of people are either incompetent and they don't want to. They will always be in that cave. Yeah. My name translates to the one that brings the light. You know, it's kind of ironic. That my name means that. It's what I should have been doing most of my life. I just, I felt their eyes sneaking at me, and I felt tensions, still do to a certain degree. I just do it a little differently right now.